I actually cannot believe that it's already June, so let's dive straight into my June TBR. First book that I want to read this month is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I know she just came out with a new book, so I want to catch up and read this one first. Obviously, we have to kick off June with a second chance romance, Under the Sun. The next book that I want to read, which has been on my TBR for months now, and I'm finally going to get to it, is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I've heard that this one is very like enemies to lovers chaos, perfect for when you want laughs, drama, and maybe a little fake honeymoon fun. The next book that I want to read is Mile High by Liz Tomford. I'm here for the steamy romance that takes off at 30,000 feet. Plus, airplane settings equal instant tension, right? Next, I want to read Tilt by Emma Pate or Pate. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. This one was recommended by Brady, and in Brady we trust. So I'm hoping it's as good as she says it is. She hasn't failed me yet. The next book is The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie D'Elia. This book was actually in my May TBR and I did not end up reading it. My best friend gifted me this book like over a year ago and I have not gone into it because I am not a huge fan of scary stuff, but I think I'm finally going to dive into it this month. Hopefully, if not, it'll just keep getting pushed off. Next, I want to read Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. The title alone sounds like a quirky, heartwarming gem. I'm hoping that it's full of charm and maybe a little whimsy. Then I want to read Problematic Summer Romance by Allie Hazelwood. This one actually just got released. It's probably full of awkward, hilarious moments, and I'm here for all of the problematic fun. Another book that was on my May TBR that I did not get to is Beartown by Frederick Backman. I know nothing except that it's supposed to be very powerful and emotional, so I'm bracing myself for a story that hits deep. Finally excited to actually read this book. Next, I have Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I believe this was also on my May TBR. Again, did not read it. I actually like kicked a bunch of books off of my May TBR and added new ones, so that's why these ones are now being kicked to June. This one sounds like a fun, feel-good book that would just be like the perfect mood lifter. Plus, I can always count on Lucy Score to bring the romance. The next book is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I picked this because fine print makes me think of secrets and surprises, and I'm always down for a little steamy romance with a twist. The last book on my TBR is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I mean, who doesn't want a rom-com that promises to be better than, well, the movies? Definitely ready to dive in. All right, those are all of the books on my June TBR. We'll see if I actually get through them or not, or if I substitute them again for different books. But either way, I'm excited to dive in. And I will be back in a month with my June reading wrap up where I tell you how I feel about all of the books that I read.